Had a complete loss of income, so I was down to zero. So please, nobody should come and stone me. That thing tried to take my life. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know, please, nobody should come and stone me. It has been like 9 months and no, I haven't had a baby in that time like the rest of the world, but I will give you guys an update of everything that's happened and gone on. Usually I kind of reserve these videos till the end of the year, beginning of the next year, but as I haven't made anything this entire year, I think it was due to kind of make something, you know. When the pandemic started, as of for a lot of people, job situations changed, and for me, I actually had a complete loss of income. So I was down to zero, so I had to be very creative with the ways that I had to make money. Luckily I was going through like my bedroom renovation, so I had loads of stuff that I needed to sell. And sometimes you know when like you're doing enjoyment of life and you know you have to sell things and you're just like, oh, next week let me go and do that event, let me go to this thing with my friend, let me go to brunch. But all the things piled up and they were just staring at me in my face, so I had to sell them. And then that was good because that really helped financially, as well as I had to get creative and kind of thought, what can I do with my skills? So I kind of set up like a marketing agency to help like small businesses, and that went really well, and I was really happy that it went the way it went. So there's that, but I'm not going to talk too much about that on this channel for now, because there's so many other things that I need to share with you. But let me get into the next thing. So like most of you may or may not have known someone who caught COVID. I was one of those people. That thing tried to take my life. I did prayer and fasting and called on the blood of Jesus, and we thank God that we're here today. But anyone that's experienced COVID, leave your comment down below. Let me know what your experience was. For me, I had 4 days where I felt like I was clenching for my life. Like I was praying and fasting because listen, I was like, God, I haven't even started the work that you've put inside of my heart. So please, I can't go, I can't. But thank God I'm still here, so let's get it. Like many of you, this pandemic was really tough, and I kind of used it as an opportunity to deal with some of the things that had been like bugging me. So I decided to go and have therapy, and I know some of you might be shocked because you always see me on here being happy and bubbly, but there was just things that I just need to deal with, and the pandemic kind of, what's the word, like just made it much larger than life. So I just had to go to therapy, and I would 100% recommend therapy to everyone and anyone, whether you've got an issue or you don't. Sometimes it's just good to talk to people who aren't your friends and family, because as much as your friends and your family like love you to death, they're not qualified therapists, you know. I'm gonna leave details to the therapist that I use below. She's a Nigerian lady, she's Christian, and she was just such a great voice. Like sometimes I'd need to make a decision and I would just hear like her voice kind of making that decision for me. I feel like I'm Drake now because he says that in his song. But nonetheless, I really would encourage therapy, and I just think it's absolutely amazing for the mind to kind of speak out what's going on with you, and just to kind of like, you know, just share in a judgment-free environment. And once your sessions are over, because mine are over and I'm gonna actually go on a different type of therapy, but now that that's over, she's deleted my records. I don't call her, she doesn't know me from anywhere, she doesn't know what I do, and it's just great that like she's not holding on to that information. So yeah, as I said, I would always recommend therapy. So on the subject of dealing with things, one of the things that I wanted to tackle was like my hyperpigmentation. You guys know that I have been dealing with this for so long, and I watched is it Dr. Hani's video about like hyperpigmentation, and I literally bought everything in her recommendation, and I've seen massive like improvements in my chin area where I have the most hyperpigmentation. But another place that I have hyperpigmentation, which I don't know if you guys have noticed, but some days I feel really insecure about it and I cover it up with makeup, and other days I'm just like, I'm tired, I'm not gonna let this thing control my life. But it's basically my arm. I have like lots of hyperpigmentation on my arm. I don't know how well you can see this, but it's just been something that has made me very insecure. It's actually a lot less because I've been having treatments on it. I've been doing the green pill, which I will make a separate video about, and let me know if you do want a separate video about the green pill. But I've been doing treatments on my arm to get rid of the hyperpigmentation, and they've like really gone down. And I've been going to Coco Medi Spa, and I can show you some before pictures and where we're at now and the progress and the journey of where that's going. But that's another thing I've been dealing with, and I'm really happy with the results. So if you do want a separate video on that, then let me know and I can make a separate video. That just reminds me, regarding the hyperpigmentation on my face, I do have a video on like some befores and afters and like what I've been using and how long for. But again, if you want a separate video on that, I'm happy to like share everything that's been working, what's not, all the different strengths I've been using as well, and at like what level. So yeah, just let me know if you want to see something. Also, on to better news, I have finally purchased my first designer handbag, and I am so happy about this because I could have bought one like 2-3 years ago, but basically I have a friend of mine who ingrained this thing in my head when I was like 17 years old, and she basically taught me the art of delayed gratification. And in a world where we live in, everything is like now, buy now, like buy now, pay later, dude, like everything is now. But she taught me about like not being in that way of thinking of everything now, but actually thinking of having it or gaining it later on down the line. So then I don't have this craving of, I see it, I want it, I buy it, and then I don't care about my bank balance, because I do. But I'm gonna show you her. So the designer bag I got is this Givenchy Antigona, and I love her. She is pre-loved, but she has been well taken care of. I actually bought this off of a friend of mine who is like, she loves designer stuff. So I'm just really proud that I've been able to like buy this, and this is mine, and I got a Givenchy bag. Don't mind me. But yeah, I'm excited to use her, to style her. I'm gonna basically be using her for like meetings, like important meetings type thing. But like, I'm just so happy to be an owner, and I know like everyone in the world and their grandma has some level of designer item, but I'm living in the world of delayed gratification. So I'm just getting her now, and I'm happy where I'm at. So yeah, on to the next point. You guys kind of saw that I worked with Gemma of Happy Habitat to decorate my bedroom, so I hope you like the new backdrop and everything. And I do actually have a video on like the process and like what it looks like, so if you do want to see a tour, then click, I don't remember which way it is, but click in the card in one of these areas and you can watch that. But I will be doing more renovations, and I'm saying that in dread because I hate the process but I love the outcome. But I'm going to show you some samples of what I'm going to be working with, and these are some samples for the sofa in the living room. So I've got like a green, got 2 different types of green, which is so not me, but Gemma has convinced me to go with this green. And then I've also, obviously to stay on trend, I've got like some, well, not necessarily this texture, but this kind of colour as a sofa, because you know everyone in the world has got one. But if you do want to see renovation vlogs from me, then let me know. I have started recording some already. Work has actually started. Sometimes you just have to woosah because the process. But yeah, let me know if you do want to see some of that. I know I've also been like inactive on Instagram, but I will be coming on there a lot more as well. So if you're not following me on Instagram, it's WandesWorld. I'll leave it in the link down below because your sister is back. Some of you guys may or may not know, if you follow me on Instagram, that I love to travel pre-pandemic. and I like doing like really cool travel trips. Obviously post pandemic I haven't done any, but I was documenting those travels on a separate vlog channel called The Wandesworld Life, but sadly not a lot of you knew about it, and it was kind of like my secret channel. So I am bringing that channel to a close, sadly, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop filming vlogs and travel trips. Hell no. I will be bringing it over to this channel, so let me know if you prefer that. I feel like I just want to dedicate myself to one channel. I'm not going to say how often I'm going to be uploading or when you're going to see videos from me, because I'm working on a routine, and I always know that when I say yes, every Tuesday I'm going to be making content, you don't see content from me, and we're gonna leave that in this year, so, or last year shall we say. So yeah, so I'm gonna be basically bringing everything here, so renovation vlogs, skin updates, therapy updates, travel trips, hauls, wellness stuff, everything you're gonna be seeing on this new, it's not a new channel, but new content from me. So I'm super excited. Also, one thing, I have someone helping me now. Hey, the team is growing, the team is growing. But I have help, so my setup time is no longer going to be 6 hours, it's going to be like 1 hour, which is so amazing. But I'll introduce you later, because I think they still might be shy, you know. But anyways, let me know if you've enjoyed this video. I'm so happy to be back, and I shall see you on the next one. Bye.